Hey guys, it's Elise. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new.
Hey, it's me.
I haven't done a sit down video in a while, so we got a little bit of updates. First of all, I have not read many books in, when was my last wrap up? Like April? From like April till now? Wait, no, it must have been my June to July, like. Anyway, I have not read much since then. I think I've read like 5 books. So, I thought I would do the long-awaited every book on my TBR, but this is part 1 because I still have more at my parents' house, but I'm moving back there in about a month. So I thought I would do my stuff that is here at the moment, and then I will do that when I move back home because we're guaranteed to have way more books by then. Also, I have a like unboxing. So we're gonna add that in here as well. We're gonna start off with one that's not really on my TBR. Oh my god, there's so much dust on these books. That's not really on my TBR, but I want to read it again, or reread it I should say, is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. You've probably seen this on a couple of my TBRs for this year, and I have not read it at all yet. But I want to reread it, specifically this edition, because like just look at this. And the As Good as Dead edition just came out, and I really want to get that as well, but I can only justify buying like one special edition at a time because they are quite expensive. This one was actually not that bad. This one was like only $30, and with the prices of books now, they're basically on par. But this is hardcover, this is paperback. But anyway, this is my current read, by the way, Wild Eyes, which is technically on my TBR, technically not, but it is Elsie Silver's newest release. It is the second one in the Rose Hill series. She's currently re-releasing her debut series in New Zealand as well. So she's released the first 2, now she's released this, and then another couple months she's releasing the 3rd one in her debut series. But so far so good. I'm loving this one. This one follows Weston and Skylar. Skylar's like a country music singer, and Weston is a cowboy. I don't know, it's like, yeah, it's literally a cowboy romance. He looks after horses, he lives on a farm, he's like cowboy, but he's also a single dad. And what else? Yeah, I don't know, can't really think of the tropes right off the top of my head, but I'm loving this so far. I love her writing. She's an auto-bio author for me. Love her. Maybe I'll just go through all the ones I'm currently in the middle of, just so we can get them out of the way. I guess first we have Keeping 13. I brought this one a couple months ago. I did start reading it, but I wasn't in a romance mood, or this particular kind of romance mood, when I started reading it. I got this far into it, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm not enjoying it, and I want to give it the best ability, give it the best chance possible. So I'm gonna hopefully pick this back up soon. That I probably won't finish, I'm probably gonna sell it, is Love Redesigned. Has nothing to do with the author, the story, nothing. It's a personal pet peeve, and this might come off as controversial, but it's got nothing to do with the fact it's got like another language. My biggest pet peeve is that the like English of something on the page is at the bottom, and it distracts me from reading. It takes me out of the story. If like some books have done it really well, and I have read other books with other languages in it, and they've written it so it's the sentence, whatever, and then it will say in English right next to it what it means, so it's not taking you out of it, but you can still kind of understand what's going on. I just felt every single time I had to read to the bottom of the page to find it, I would lose where I was on the page, and I would reread it, and I would just be like, what's the point? Reading's not meant to be this hard, it's meant to be fun, and I wasn't enjoying myself. So I might try another one of her books, but if it's the same kind of thing, I probably won't. Her writing was really good. I just kept getting taken out of the story because of the format of the writing. On to a bit more of a positive note. We have, what's this? The Kings of Sin series. I have the first 3 books. I think the 5th one's just been released. But I did DNF. I started reading this when I moved into this house back in February, and I DNF'd it because I wasn't in a romance mood. I was heavily on fantasy, So you can see how far I got into that one. I'm gonna finish reading it because I love Anna Huang's writing. But yeah, I've got King of Wrath, King of Pride, and King of Greed, and I really want to read all of these. It's just a matter of when. Love the covers, love the spines, love her writing, so I'm hoping I'll love the stories. I did love how this one was going when I was reading it. I just wasn't in the mood and I didn't want to pick it up ever. But I'm hoping, because it's getting into summer again, I might really get into these. Then we have the final 2 books in the Eden series, Crimson River and Sable Peak. So Crimson River I think is the 5th one, and it follows Lila and Vance. Lila I think is one of the twins in the series. If you know, you know. There's like 6 siblings, obviously because there's 6 books, and Lila is twins with Talia, I believe, and she's the focus of the 3rd book. Anyway, haven't read it, don't want to read the back because I don't like spoiling myself for storylines. And then this one follows, is it Mateo? I have not read this book in a long time. So it follows Vera and Mateo is the youngest Eden sibling. And so I really am excited to read these because I was smashing these books out left and right, and then I just didn't want the world to end, and I could feel it. So, and I was like, I want to leave 2, so then when I do finish it, I have, like, you know, there's more there. There's single mum trope, mystery, single dad. What other tropes in there? Like billionaires. There's everything. Like anything you would want in a small town romance is in this series, so I would recommend it 100%. I just didn't want to finish it. I didn't want to say goodbye to my favorite, like one of my favorite characters I think of this year. I think, yeah, that might even be one of my favorite series of the year so far. So anyways, moving on, we have The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. I have 3 of her books on my TBR, but the other 2 will be in my next video. This one is Vanessa and Aiden's story. I haven't read a book by her yet, but I have 3 of them on my TBR because I keep hearing good things about her. And I think when I started buying her books, I wasn't into, like, they're not even that big. I've read bigger. Well, obviously I've read Binding 13, but like really slow burn romances, like chunky romance books. I wasn't into that when I brought these, but I was like, I'm gonna keep them because I literally, there was 1 copy left of this when I brought this, and I was like, I'm buying it. Then for weeks afterwards, could not see it in the shop, so I was like, good thing I bought it. I'd even recommend it to my mum because she's kind of in her like sports romance era, which is so funny because she's a heavy fantasy reader and I'm the romance reader, but she might enjoy this. And we have The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. Again, this one I did start, or I looked at it, I can't remember if I looked at it and I was just like nope. The font is quite small. I think that might have turned me off a little bit because I think I was in like I was really sick when I was deciding on my next book and I picked this up. And so I was just like, no, but I really want to read it. Obviously, I want to read most of these books, they're on my TBR, but I've heard like, oh my god, I've heard nothing but good things about them. Of course, that's why it's on your TBR. But anyways, I hope to read this one this summer because it looks very summery. Like, imagine me just reading this on the beach. Like, can you envision it? Yes, I can. One of Us is Lying by Karen M. McManus, I think is how you pronounce it. I've watched the first season of the show. I actually watched it with my ex, which has put me off watching it in season 2. But I also want to read the books before I watch season 2 because I'll probably rewatch season 1 as well. So I'm so excited. I literally know the plot of this, but I'm like, I really want to read it. I'll probably read it in like autumn next year. I was gonna read it in autumn this year, but I was in a big slump. In autumn, like where it's like, it's a bit cozier, but it's not cold because I hate the cold. We finally have Finale by Stephanie Garber, who is the author of Caraval and Once Upon a Broken Heart. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart in January like of this year, and then I started reading Caraval around like March-ish. Put me in a slump. So I've slowly been reading these, but I know if I read it, I'll go in a slump. So it's put me off reading all the books. But I also kind of want to get it out of the way so I don't get put in a slump again. For that, like, I won't be in a slump next year. I want to get my slumps out of the way this year. Last book in the Caraval trilogy. I know a lot of people say you can read either of the series first. Read this one first before you read Once Upon a Broken Heart, because I feel like the reason it's putting me in a slump every time is because I'm comparing it to Once Upon a Broken Heart. The story's good. Everything about this book is good, but every time I read it, I'm just like comparing it to Once Upon a Broken Heart. So if you want to read this and you want to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, read this first. Moving on, we also have The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. If you know, I fell in love with the Inheritance Games trilogy last year when I read it. I did try and read, The Brothers Hawthorne. I DNF'd that. I literally couldn't read it. But I brought this one before I DNF'd that one, I think. And so because I DNF'd that, I've been putting this off. But again, this might be an autumn read. So like March, April, May of next year I might read it. Because I feel like mysteries are just perfect for that time of year. And I'm also running out of mysteries and fantasies to read for next year. But we'll see. We'll see about all these books. And then finally, before my unboxing, we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. This is the only book in New Zealand by Abby Jimenez that I've found. Anyway, I've been trying to find more. So I kind of am putting it off in case I love it. But also I really want to read it because I've heard nothing but good things about her writing. I do know this is like, I think the third in a series, but it was the only one I could find and I want to read her writing. So this is definitely one I'm like trying to push off until summer because obviously. But hopefully it'll be good. For my unboxing, I did tell my friend Shaylee I was not going to unbox these, but I want to also film my reaction when I open them, so we're gonna do it here. This is the Hunger Games Deluxe Collector's Edition. Like, look at these are gorge. Haven't read the Hunger Games, don't know if I'll like it, I don't know, but I was like, I hate the new covers that they've brought out, and so if I was going to buy the series, I wanted to have cute ones. And also these are hardcovers. I got this for $100. $100 for hardcovers in New Zealand. Like, they're normally like $40. Well, actually, probably that's a lie. Actually, is it? I don't know. Cannot remember. Oh yeah, no, they definitely are about $40. Anyways, so I was like, well, it's $100. That's like $25 a hardcover, which is cheaper now than a paperback. So I had to buy them. Anyway, just taking off the plastic. Like, these are stunning. I'm just kind of scared to take them out of the box though, because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get them back in. Oh my god, is this literally the cover? It's not even like a dust jacket. Oh my god, how am I gonna get these out? How am I gonna get them out? Oh my god, wait, first of all, oh, actually, no, they're all coming out anyway. I just don't want to see the covers, okay? But on the back, it has a Mockingjay. I just realized that. Anyways, I'm gonna show you guys all these covers because obviously these are my TBR because I have yet to read them. Anyway, this is, oh my gosh! Look at that. It's literally the, box. Oh my god, oh my god, this is literally the Hunger Games. I'm holding the Hunger Games in my hands. This is gorgeous. I want to display it. Oh, stunning. Oh, stunning. Bringing out, who is it? Is it Emma Cook? Is she the one from, oh, Olivia Cook. I think it's Olivia Cook. She's like stunning when they're talking about Prosecco and all that. This, anyway, this is ooh, I love how they're all like Mockingjays. Like, look at that. I also love how this one's red and it's called Catching Fire. Stunning. I also love that it's like, this is the actual hardcover. It's not like a dust jacket. I love that. It's amazing. Anyway, this one is, oh my god, it's a flying Mockingjay. I love this color. I love the color palette. I think this is probably my favorite color combo. It's like the pink and the purple. Wait, they've all got writing on the back. Why was I not reading that? Anyway, we're gonna go back because this is just crazy. Okay, so on the back of the Hunger Games it says, winning will make you famous, losing means certain death. Makes so much sense because it's the Hunger Games. And then we have Catching Fire, which is Katniss Everdeen survived the Hunger Games. Now the Capitol wants revenge. Get it, Katniss. And then Mockingjay is If We Burn, You Burn With Us. I love that I know the quotes and the meanings, but I'm so excited to read the books as well. And then finally we have The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. Oh my god! There's a snake! I mean, I kind of assumed there would be a snake because it's The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. But oh my gosh, these covers are gorgeous. The writing's kind of come off though on the back of this one, but that's okay. Ambition will fuel him, competition will drive him, but power has its price. This is also such a cool combo. I was like looking at the spines and I was like, this is not my favorite, but now I'm looking at them and I'm like, I don't know, but they're so beautiful. I'm putting them back in the box because I'm literally starting to pack all my stuff up to move out again, and I don't want to lose these, but these are stunning. I'm obsessed. I'm literally obsessed. I'm gonna keep them in the box though until I move back home because I probably won't read them. I might read one, but I don't know. But anyways, those are my books that are on my TBR here at the flat. When I move back to my parents' house, I will do a TBR of everything there. I will actually, when I move back home, I'm going to separate all my books because I'm going to put these back on my bookshelf. Or actually no, when I move back home, I'm going to make a TBR cart of my cart here. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I know I sure did, especially with this beauty of a box. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you guys all in my next one. Bye. I'm so happy. I literally